Welcome back, everybody. Today, we've got an airline passenger that decided they were going to act like a complete and total Karen in an attempt to try to get their way, but let's just say things didn't exactly go as planned.
Colleen has been called to gate B15. Seems one of the passengers hasn't been on his best behavior.
Okay, who's the one who keeps screaming and swearing? Okay, okay. Step back, sir, right now.
No.
Step back now. Okay, I'm going to tell you one time that that is not appropriate and it's not acceptable.
Then
okay?
be professional.
Okay.
Be professional.
Sir, I will be
That's ironic, isn't it? Be professional. Be professional.
as professional with you as you are with me. To stand there and scream and swear at these people is not
4
acceptable.
o'clock, I've been here.
Okay.
Don't tell me the guy behind me is more important than me. Please don't tell me that.
I'm not telling you anything, sir. What I'm telling you is that your demeanor right now with these employees is not acceptable.
Oh, say anything to them and they get pissed?
Okay, step back, sir, and I'll find out
Then
what's
let's talk.
going on, and
Let's
then
talk.
we will
Let's
talk
talk.
professionally, okay? But you will not keep screaming and swearing.
Oh, screaming. That's
Okay.
bull. I didn't say a word to them.
Step back for a minute, sir, until you're calm enough to talk to me, okay? This
let's
is
talk.
Colleen. Okay, sir, do you want to try?
So we've got a situation here where a flight or several flights probably got canceled due to a weather advisory, and this guy's just freaking out like a complete twat waffle, thinking that he's going to get his way and get on the next flight because he's being annoying, while everybody else is probably annoyed, but they're at least acting respectable while they try to figure out how to get too many people essentially on the next available flight.
Try to speak to me now?
Lamb,
Okay.
I couldn't be more professional. I want to know,
Okay.
when I was here at 4 o'clock, why I'm not on an airplane. You tell me.
Okay. My understanding is you think that you should take priority over the other people
Since I've
that
been
are
here
here.
at 4 o'clock,
Okay.
yes, I do.
Sir, everybody was delayed today because of the weather. You are
What
not.
weather?
Okay.
Do you see the storm?
Okay. If you keep shouting at me, sir, our conversation's going to be over.
You see a
I'm
storm?
not raising my voice
Do you
to
see
you.
a storm?
Sir, you're screaming and swearing at
didn't
these
swear at anybody.
employees. You screamed and sworn at me since I walked up here, sir. It's not professional. It's not appropriate.
Then
And
tell me-
if it continues, you will not travel with us at all. Okay, folks, flight.
She gives me the vibe that she's been doing this for like 150 years, and I mean that in the most respectable way. She wasn't even shaking while he was standing there screaming and swearing at her. She was completely calm and composed and basically put him in his place in the most calm and composed way possible. Didn't raise her voice, didn't show any sort of real emotion, just straight to the point with him. It's like it kind of disabled him for a moment.
1273 to St. Louis is now full. Once again, if you were trying to go on flight 1273, service to St. Louis, that flight is now full. Okay, Mr. Gutweiler, this flight is full. You're going to have to go to B18 if you'd like to try to get on that list.
Try.
You're going to try to get on that flight? Yes, sir. If your demeanor is the same at that gate, I will deny you boarding. There is no reason for you to treat the employees that way. You cannot behave at the next gate the way that you have just behaved.
But you have the right to do this to me?
Sir, I'm sorry.
In a flight?
Sir, I'm sorry you're frustrated, and I'm sorry that the weather has inconvenienced so
What
many
weather?
people. Okay.
Do you see
sir,
it raining? Do you see it raining?
Sir, we're under a weather advisory, and we have been all day.
I tried to call a ramp. He was slashing.
Deny him boarding. Okay, he's done. Okay?
Oh, I got to see if he's
I'll be right there.
At gate B18, Colleen arrives to find that Bill Gutweiler has actually been given a seat on a flight to St. Louis.
Even after my conversation with him, he's come down to the next gate and actually done the same thing to the ladies at the gate here. So I really think that it's best that he not travel tonight.
Oh my God, is she about to out Karen the Karen? Because she told him very specifically that if you go down to the next gate and you act like a complete a-hole again, that they're basically going to deny you boarding, right? So he gets down to the next flight, acts like a complete a-hole again, but manages to get on the plane. And she's like, nah, we're not gonna do that.
Passenger William Gutweiler, please ring your flight attendant call button. Passenger William Gutweiler.
Do you see him?
Colleen is adamant Bill should not be allowed to fly.
I need you to step off the aircraft, sir.
Bag
Sure.
up there.
I need you to step off the aircraft,
Why?
sir. Because I need you to step off the aircraft.
You have a reason?
Yes, I do. Excuse me.
Insurance in case we go down.
Excuse me. Sir, your ticket has been refunded. Your behavior continued at the next gate, and there was no reason for it.
I
can't
wanna
allow
go
you to
home.
I understand that, sir. So
Do
does
you
everyone else.
understand nothing?
Sir, I've refunded your ticket. I've refunded your ticket, sir. I'm sorry. You will not travel with us tonight. You cannot treat the employees
Treat
that way.
who?
Sir, your ticket has been refunded.
I've been on this plane.
Sir?
How did it bother anybody? You're
Refunded.
being a jerk about this.
I'm denying you boarding, sir. Your behavior at those 2 gates was not acceptable. I cannot allow you to travel. I'm sorry. You will not travel tonight. I'm sorry.
Bill's now going to have to drive home.
I'm very unhappy. I mean, I was here at 4 o'clock to get my flight to go home, and now I'm being rejected because, you know what? I stood up for my rights. I stood up for my rights. That's all I did.
I'm getting so many different vibes from this dude, but at the very last moment there, he was like, I stood up for my rights. I stood up for my rights. Why does that give me the vibe that this was the kind of person that would walk into a grocery store during the peak of the COVID pandemic and be like, I'm not going to wear a mask. I'm standing up for my rights and freedom as American. But this airline customer service manager, whatever she was absolutely perfect for that role, because this guy was acting like a complete a-hole, and she just, in the most calm and composed manner possible, just put him in his place. And you could tell that, like, he wasn't expecting that, because I think everybody else that he had interacted with up until she walked up, he could tell that they were kind of shaken and that, like, he was intimidating them a little bit. But then this woman comes up who clearly has lots of experience dealing with unruly airline passengers, and just stone face, calm demeanor, and just told him like it is, that if he's going to act like this, that he's not going to get on the flight. And then he decides to completely ignore what she said, goes to the next gate, acts like a fool again, manages to make his way on the plane, but not without getting himself kicked off and getting his ticket refunded. After spending all that time in the airport trying to get on a flight, but acting like a fool the entire time, clearly he wasted his time and everybody else's time. This really makes me wish that they would make like a reality series for people who work in retail, because it was giving me flashbacks to the time that I worked at Walmart, because I swear, like, Walmart was one of the retail stores that created that sort of standard where if someone acts like a fool and they're just mean and unruly towards all of the staff there because they're not happy with something, or maybe not being able to return something or getting a discount on something, that eventually they can just complain and complain and complain until they get their way. Obviously, that's not the case in this industry, and I kind of wish that in customer service, people were allowed more so to kind of stand up for things in a calm and professional manner, but still not bending to the will of people who are going to demean people and treat people badly just in an attempt to get their way because they think the customer is always right. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you let me know in the comments and hit the thumbs up, and let me know, do you think this male Karen deserved to be kicked off the flight for acting like a fool, or do you think the manager overstepped her bounds?